So how did you get into this business? Can you give us a little bit of background?
The way that I got in to this industry is I used to own physical therapy clinics about 10 years ago, and I just got sick and tired of dealing with injured, hurt people, and I really wanted to be part of an industry that people wanted to be there and you could make a difference in their lives. So at the time, I had an old business partner of mine who wanted to open up a tattoo removal clinic. And after doing further research, I told him that the technology really wasn't there, and it wouldn't be advantageous because you wouldn't, A, be able to deliver the product, and B, patients would not continue coming to you because it would hurt too much. And most of all, there was too many complications such as scarring and things like that. So back in 2002, I opened the company, and really just the primary treatment modality at that time was laser hair removal. And since then, as the technologies grew, so did my practice. I would try different lasers. Some of them were successful as far as what they could really deliver, because remember, a lot of times laser companies are out there trying to sell lasers. That's their business. So many times they'll claim to do they'll say that lasers can get certain benefits which they can't, and so I really have had almost every single laser out there, and to date it's been a blessing because I really have a collection of lasers that truly get great results. I always tell my clients that we were able to get about 95% guarantees out of my clinic. The services that we offer really range from cosmetic injectables, from Botox to collagen to Restylane to Juvederm. We have a full array. Everything that's out there injectable-wise, we offer it. Everything from medical-grade chemical peels to facials, dermal planing. We do a ton of laser hair removal, a ton of vein removal, a ton of lip augmentations, tattoo removal, Fraxel treatments, which is a full laser that I say at least takes a good 15-20 years off of people. I've probably done close to 800 procedures of those, and I have a 99% success rate with that procedure. So really, when it comes to being able to treat anybody for any sort of anti-aging procedure they want to do, I can address anything they want.
Do you find that when someone comes in, they want a certain something, but then you assess them and come up with a more tailored, package for them or whatever?
Typically, a lot of times when patients come in, they think they may want something, and a lot of times they'll leave with just not even really needing anything, or me being able to maybe correct that and a product. I always tell any new client that comes to the door, baby steps. Rome wasn't built in a day, and I think the biggest key to any sort of patient out there trying to find a procedure to do or somewhere to go, never buy a package of anything, because what your skin will need, now is it may not need that next month. Our skin's constantly changing, whether depending upon the cycle of the month that you're in, right? The temperature outside, your activity in general, whether you're hydrated or dehydrated. So everything's changing, so why would I ever sell you a package of anything? Your face may respond, but you may need a little bit more on the eyes. So I typically will do one treatment at a time, reassess, and revisit it. So anytime anyone's trying to get all your money up front, probably shouldn't do that. Some of the biggest feedbacks that I've gotten are from the hair removal treatments that I've done. I have patients that I've done literally 8 years ago that they're still rocking it. I've done bikinis 8 years ago that, when I've called to do follow-ups to see if they need additional treatments, or, that one, I always tell clients, try and do maybe one a year for maintenance. They're still good.
What would someone usually get in their 20s, 30s, 40s? Like, what is there something that if someone hasn't done anything yet, what would they think about maybe doing to start with you?
I think especially from obviously everyone's a little bit different, but from 20s to 30s, you really want to just I highly recommend just doing a nice chemical peel, you know, once every 6 to 8 weeks. A light glycolic chem peel, nothing too abrasive. If you can do that, you're looking at maybe 3 or 4 times a year, a pickup. Once you start getting into your 30s and 40s, depending upon the expressions that you have, you know, if you are considering even injectables at that point, less is more, you know, doing very, very little. And really just always know this, your chemical peels and all those things are really there for maintenance. If you really start to see things that you feel like need corrective care, the only thing that can really correct you is a laser. So don't go spending a lot of money on skincare treatment packages and things like that. Go in and see a healthcare practitioner, someone who has all the laser technology that's out there, because what's going to happen, especially when you go to research laser companies or clinics, a lot of people will sell you based upon what they have. So you want to find a clinic that is well-rounded, that has every option out there. Most of the laser technology that's ever hit the market, I've had it, I know what works and what doesn't work. So when I recommend something to somebody, it isn't as though I'm trying to sell them, it's because I actually have a laser that will do that particular procedure. Most injuries and things like that happen when people are trying to push the boundaries with their technology. So for a proper age, you know, prevention, it really is going to boil down to maintenance and once again, everything in moderation. You do not have to be a product whore. And obviously our lip augmentations, we get a lot of business just from Lori doing all of my lip augmentations. I really believe that Lori is truly the best person out there. My lips are done and most people would never know. I'm almost 40 years old. So between our dermal fillers and things like that, you would never know.